Yes, my name is Deepak Rao. Let me start by asking you a very simple question. How many of you look forward to Friday evenings? Almost everybody, right? Tell me, how many of you look forward to Monday mornings? They're laughing. It is very transparent. So it's very clear that most employees don't really enjoy their work. Do you want to know the secret to make your Monday morning as interesting as your Friday evening? Yes. You should. There is no secret, sir. So today's session is called Involve to Evolve. Very few people have the opportunity of getting into a profession which they really love. For example, I know a lady who wanted to be an air hostess. There are some people who want to be chefs, doctors hai, lawyers hai. I'm talking about people who pick up a job, who are working. Looking at the employee side. So, we're looking at a concept of you wanting to love your job. When the person is working, kabhi ek tarikh hoga. Okay? They are all convinced they're hardworking. Is there anyone here who says I'm not hardworking? Put your hands up. Is there anyone who says I'm not efficient? They all believe I'm efficient. Some might even believe that they're indispensable. But whether you're efficient or whether you're inefficient, remember your immediate bosses, your colleagues know it. Only one single trait where I can make out कि ये आदमी कितना efficient है. Whether he comes late to office 10 minutes here or there is not important. The single trait is, the first and single most important trait of an employee is preparing a to-do list or a diary. How many of you maintain a diary? आपके colleagues बाजू में बैठे हैं. अगर आप नहीं करते हैं तो उसको मालूम है कि आप झूठ बोल रहे हैं. How many of you have a to-do list on a daily basis? Not even half, only 20%. शाम को आप बैठ के टीवी देख रहे हैं, right? You're watching a movie. Suddenly a thought comes, उसको कुछ I have to follow up that particular order. You immediately make a note. At 9 o'clock at night, before dinner also you make a note. That is being involved. I have had some employees who will come to office at 9:30 and then sit down. कंप्यूटर ऑन करके, आज का प्रोग्राम बनाया आपने, क्या क्या करना है? हाँ करता हूँ. मैंने बनाया था, लाना भूल गया. You think I don't know they're bullshitting me? I know it. Okay. But people who do not prepare that list are not involved. You know, some employees are like motorcycles. Start kiya, kick start kiya, gear change kiya, you move. I've got some employees like that. They're like motorcycles. Motorcycle को क्या बोलते हैं slang में? फटफटी. फटाफट जो काम करते हैं, फटफटी. There are some employees who are like cycles. I'm telling you. उनके साथ काम करो तो वो चलते हैं. I have to constantly work with them. जब तक धक्का नहीं मारो, you have to put an equal pressure. Then he will move. Is it allowed at this age and time, sir? You have a choice: either be a cycle or be a motorcycle. General attitude towards success is everyone wants to be successful. I want to be successful, but nobody wants to work methodically towards it. You know, in church, there was this priest who said, "How many of you want to go to heaven?" Everybody wants to go to heaven. How many want to die? Nobody wants to die. So we are going to speak only about employees and employee growth. Involved employees. These are people who are on the map in a very big way, on the global map. These are Indians who have evolved. You agree, sir? They're all employees. They all started off. It is essential for an employee to be as involved as the bosses are. And if you are as involved as the bosses are, you will be amazed how fast you will succeed, how fast you will be noticed, how fast you will be observed and picked up. Your career is a progress track. It has to progress all the time. But there are some people who believe that अभी मुझे नौकरी मिल गया, they think that it's from the railway station. अभी I don't need to move. Some of you are laughing. अभी 1 तारीख आया, मुझे मेरा पगार मिल गया. You know what is SMK? सोच में खोट. See, my session today to you is at the grassroots level. Okay, we're looking at the ground level. सोच में खोट. boss is on tour. Okay, I can go late to office, right? क्यों? आज boss मेरा नहीं है. If your boss is not there, it's a good reason for you to go even earlier to ensure and take care of other things. सोच में खोट. Boss is coming. Let me look busy. Okay. मेरे तो सिर्फ 2 हाथ है. कोई गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस है क्या? अब कोई भी गवर्नमेंट ऑफिस में जाओ. Any government office, this is their thinking. मेरे तो सिर्फ 2 हाथ है. The attitude is, why should I do his work? You take up responsibility to somebody else's work and responsibility to help the company to rise and see that you will also rise. Why should I work for a holiday? जबरदस्त सोच में खोट. इलेक्ट्रिसिटी और ऑफिस स्टेशनरी. What goes on my father? मेरे बाप का क्या जाता है? दरिद्र थिंकिंग. सोच में खोट. You know what I told him eventually? I said, you will go. And this man really went. He was nowhere. 6 बज के मैं जा रहा हूं. There are some people who are so smart who will watch you. अच्छा इसको जल्दी जाना ना. जा तू जा, मैं आपका काम करता हूं. अच्छा यू कांट डू, तेरे 2 हाथ ना, मेरे 4 हाथ मैं करता हूं. They will do other people's work here and there. They will take up responsibilities that are not their responsibilities. किसी और की responsibility है. क्यों? चुपचाप बंदा बेचारा पीछे से आके दूसरों को काम करता हो. If you don't take initiatives, if you don't take, somebody else will come over slowly from the back and take over. You saw that? Fonts speak, text speaks. If you don't do your work, पीछे से कोई आएगा बंदा. Am I right, sir? अब वो बाजी मार जाएगा. So it's better that you wake up. You think these people would have had this daritya thinking? Why is it? They cannot have that daritya thinking because of which they are here. See, some people believe they can. ये शायद WhatsApp में भी आया होगा आपको. Some people believe they can. Some people believe they can't. Both are right. मेरे ऑफिस में एक आदमी है, बनता है मोहन. कुछ भी बोलो नहीं होगा. सर वो उसका कुछ भी नो. तो उसका नाम मैंने चेंज किया. ये मजाक नहीं. उसका मैंने नाम मोहन से मैंने उसका नाम नोहन रख दिया. नोहन कुछ भी करेगा. अच्छा नोहन नहीं होगा. नोहन प्लीज लुक इट अगेन, प्लान अगेन. सोचो हो जाएगा काम. द डबल प्रिंसिपल यू ऑल सीन शोइंग.
वो 2 थे और तुम 3, फिर भी वापस आ गए खाली हाथ.
This is the American working system. See, I used to live in America. I was in California, and there was a particular conference that was to happen, a very large conference, and the person who was handling that conference was down with some issue, health issue. So he asked me, Deepak Rao, can you take over? I took over the entire conference, and I was single-handedly, I managed the whole thing very successfully. To such an extent that those guys said, you know, they used to call me Deepak Rao, because when they see Rao, R-A-O, they call it Rao. They don't call it Rao. So Deepak Rao, they said, efficiency is your middle name. They used to say, efficiency is your middle name. I used to feel very happy. Sir, you have heard this? Anyone is familiar with the people in America? Have you some relatives there? आपने सुना है? Hire and fire? Have you heard this? Okay, John, thank you so much. Today is Friday evening. Here's your payment. See, we don't need you from Monday onwards. क्यों? Because they can get a replacement very easily. You have to win. Doing your best is not enough. It's a matter of taking initiatives. See, this is what I have always said. Don't just finish your work. Complete it. The difference between finishing your work and completing your work. You know, this is something which I learned from women. After the kitchen is cleaned up, you all just clean up the entire kitchen before you go to sleep, right? You keep everything ready. When your table is clean, you are only proving that you're ready for more work. See, the bottom line is this, that it is only 5% extra thinking and effort, which is the difference between first class and second class. Sometimes there's a pen, बहुत ही super brand, and then there's another pen. Both do the same thing, but there's a little extra 10% here which gives it a brand. I'm looking at getting that extra 10% out of each and every one of you here. You think you can manage it? Yes or no?
Yes.
You can. Okay. See, opportunity. Opportunity is not recognized by many. Many of you don't recognize. Opportunity को क्या बोलते हैं हिंदी में? मौका. एक मौका आता है आदमी के लाइफ में. हम लोग वो मौका को पहचानते नहीं है. क्यों? Because opportunity looks like work. Every day you're working, right? Every day is an opportunity for you. Simple things. ये मौका है छोटे छोटे चीज प्रूव करने का. Small little things to prove your efficiency. It all depends on the attitude, brother. It all is attitude. Work can be made either tedious or enjoyable. Okay, so let us start enjoying it. Of course, by default, this thing comes in. We all get depressed, but then life is such. So move ahead. The miracle of positive and focused thinking can actually change situations. Do you know our world has changed completely since the past 20 years? Since 1997, say internet began to kind of filter through. By 2000 it was there. By 2004-05 it was entrenched all across. And internet has changed everything. No? Did we believe 15 years back that we would have such fantastic mobiles in the hand? No. Thinking has changed even more. Slow and steady wins the race. Somebody so that you agree?
Yes.
No sir, it's wrong thinking. It's old thinking. स्लो के लिए टाइमिंग किधर है अभी? आपका मोबाइल थोड़ा स्लो हो गया तो आप इरिटेट हो जाते हैं, राइट सर? थोड़ा हैंग हो गया. टुडे इट इज सुपर फास्ट एंड स्टेडी बिकॉज ऑफ यू नो सुपर फास्ट. स्लो का जमाना गया. स्लो एंड स्टेडी डोंट थिंक विंस द रेस. स्लो लूजेस द रेस. वर्क हार्ड टू सक्सीड. हैव यू हर्ड दिस? यू एग्री और नो? नो. वर्किंग हार्ड इज स्टूपिड. काम तो गधा भी करता है. काम गधा भी करता है. गधे ने धोबी को बोला, धोबी जी मैंने आपके लिए 25 साल काम किया. धोबी क्या बोला? चुप है, तू गधा है. इट इज वर्क स्मार्ट यू विल सक्सीड. एक जमाने में हमारे पास टेलीफोन था, याद है? टक टक. अभी आपको दो, यू विल ब्रेक दैट फोन बिकॉज दैट फोन इज वर्किंग हार्ड फॉर यू. टुडे योर फोन इज अ स्मार्ट फोन, राइट? क्या बोलते हैं? स्मार्ट थिंकिंग. Every time you look at that phone, I wanted to be inspired. यार क्या बनाया इन्होंने यार. दीपक राव बोल के क्या था? Whenever you see a phone, it's a major motivational. Deepak Raw's motivation is nothing. That phone is the biggest, the greatest motivator of all times. I remember my grandmother telling me, you know, why are you working so hard? You know, I was 22, 23 years old. You know, आराम से life, take your life easy. सुना आप लोग ये? You heard your word? थोड़ा आराम करो. आपके जास्ती करे तो क्या आपका बॉस आपको अप्रिशिएट करेगा? नहीं ना. कुछ नहीं, थोड़ा रिलैक्स, थोड़ा जो doesn't matter. But then don't bite more than you can chew. Today it is wrong. Today it says bite off more than you can chew, then chew it and bite even more. Sir, I'm telling you, this is the age and time. Okay, you open your mobile, you whatever you want, thak, Gmail क्या thak क्या ऐसे thak कौन सा thak. Fast. ये पुराने डायलॉग थे, मेरे किस्मत खराब है. Believe me, the smarter you work, the luckier you will get. Most people wait for things to happen. Am I right? We'll wait. Good things seldom happen on their own. You have to make things happen. What happens on its own? Do you know what happens on its own? अपने आप हो जाता है. क्या? Think about it. You have had a good dinner at night, next morning it's ready for you. Okay, that is always what happens on its own. Even that you have to put pressure sometimes. Right, sir? Advanced thinking in this age and time. It is involvement in your work that makes things happen. Believe me, it is involvement.
Thank you very much.